For the law of the Spirit of life in Christ Jesus has made me free from the law of sin and death. For what the law could not do, in that it was weak through the flesh, God sending his own Son in the likeness of sinful flesh, and for sin, condemned sin in the flesh, that the righteousness of the law might be fulfilled in us, who walk not after the flesh, but after the Spirit. For they that are after the flesh do mind the things of the flesh, but they that are after the Spirit, the things of the Spirit.
I can see the signs now, cause my vision's clear. I can see the devil tempted when the Spirit's near. So I'm in the scriptures daily trying to change my life. All these years of being wrong, I'm trying to get it right. Being slow to anger, trying not to pop off. Being patient with my people when they go off. All judgment has been given to the Son. So with him, I've been trying to become one. All praises till I'm done. Trying to be his faithful servant, walking in this light. Keep my foot from darkness, walking out by sight. See his faith that's been moving that mountain that I've been struggling with. I'm glad I found him. The Messiah, the Christ, that's who I do it for. To give glory to the Father, that's what he did it for. He sacrificed, laid down his life, so we can be named blameless in the Father's sight.
No longer carnality, the Spirit is leading me, Through his word, my steps are ordered. Take total control of me. Where you lead, I follow thee, Through his word, my steps are ordered.
Many are called, but few are chosen. Fighting with my flesh, trying to keep the Sabbath holy. Carnal versus spirit, the battle is real. Gotta play without ceasing, keeping his will. Cause see, we all fall short, but blessed is his mercy. Through his son, we can get it, just follow the verses. Cause sinning feel good, it pleases the flesh. But through the spirit there's life, the carnal is death. I've been drinking living waters, I'm feeling refreshed. I had to kill that old man to witness my best. I gotta study what I need to pass this test. Believing on his son, number one on the list. Now I gotta keep his law, hoping that I don't miss. If I do pray for forgiveness, don't do it again. I gotta keep my heart focused, don't follow the trend. Cause you cannot love this world when following him.
No longer carnality, the Spirit is leading me, Through his word, my steps are ordered. Take total control of me. Where you lead, I follow thee, Through his word, my steps are ordered. In the Spirit, I will follow you. Where you lead me. Through his word, my steps are ordered. In the Spirit, I will follow you. Where you lead me. Through his word, my steps are ordered. In the Spirit, I will follow you. Where you lead me. Through his word, my steps are ordered. In the Spirit, I will follow you. Where you lead me. No longer carnality, the Spirit is leading me, Through his word, my steps are ordered. Take total control of me. Where you lead, I follow thee, Through his word, my steps are ordered. And Lord, I will follow you. Through his word, my steps are ordered.
Never wanting you to let me go, especially when they turn up and try to get me to forget who I am in you. It be like they want me dumb when it come to you, always trying to keep me silent like they're 0-2 whenever I speak up on behalf of you. And that's just how they did Yahusha. When the fairy talk, they try to fool you. When the Sadgies speak, they try to pull your triggers. The holy of the Ruach in them not. Got that head knowledge, but spirit in them rot. Got that book knowledge, but understanding clapped it. And while the spirit is willing, my soul be hitting ceilings. I cry to you in the spirit that help me manage my feelings. Be growing weary and well doing. Cause they be out here testing me going through it. I'm looking for your word to come through. Pulling scriptures where you promise
They tell
me
us
that.
we should be quiet. Us is gonna get violent. But I'm giving praise to the highest. And I got words for these giants. So tell them put me on speaker. Don't put me on silent. I said put me on speaker. Don't put me on silent. Yeah.
Mouthpiece in the last days. Frankincense in my ashtrays. Maintaining peace even after these plagues. I pray for divine wisdom, it can't go my age. It's a lot of spiritual predators, Bible editors, Elohim competitors. Fast food for thought, confused off of what they fed to us. But in the wilderness, we moving off the cloud ahead of us. I told you in the song, fall away, what was that to us? We the temple, we the strong tower, no other ahead of us. My lady and I talking, leaving, now they all scheming. Cause we start poking holes in the doctrine of demons, making the people think if y'all say it, he mean it, and study for themselves. So
they tell us we should be quiet. Us is gonna get violent. But I'm giving praise to the highest. And I got words for these giants. So tell them put me on speaker. Don't put me on silent. I said put me on speaker. Don't put me on silent. They tell us we should be quiet. Us is gonna get violent. But I'm giving praise to the highest. And I got words for these giants. So tell them put me on speaker. Don't put me on silent. I said put me on speaker. Don't put me on silent.
Shabbat shalom, everybody. Shabbat shalom, everybody. It's your humble servant, D-Bro the Truth Teller. Got my other half with me.
Shabbat shalom, family.
It's Aquila Priscilla Ministries back with another lesson. And as always, before we get started, we give all praise, all honor, and all glory to the God of this Bible, the God of Abraham, the God of Isaac, the God of Jacob, the all-knowing, the all-powerful one by way of his only begotten son, Yeshua HaMashiach. But he would introduce to us as Jesus the Christ. We give all praise, all honor, and all glory, right? Shabbat shalom. And as always, before we get started, read the Psalms 19:14. Let the words of my mouth and the meditation of my heart be acceptable in thy sight, O Lord, my strength and my redeemer. All praises.
All praise, amen.
Before we get started, I just want to say, glad to be back before the people. It's been a little minute. Glad to be back, man. Keeping our hands to the plow. Just know, abstinences does not mean the work is still getting done.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we just got to make sure we're doing our due diligence before we come before the people.
That's
right. But y'all see the title of the lesson. Have I become your enemy because I tell you the truth? And like I was saying last night with my brother, man, Tuvi, like that was kind of like a prelude to what's going on. You know, we was gonna get into today, right? As me and my wife was talking about, you know, this world is wicked, man. It's a subtle wickedness that's going on. Like, you know, wickedness look good, you know, they portray it as good, right?
Yes.
So we don't really see it as wicked, and right, but this world is wicked, right? Mm-hmm. And when you get to, you know, conforming to the light, right, the true light, and you get to professing and prophesying about the true light, you know, people tend to treat you different. You tend to be looked at different, whether it be, you know, your co-workers, whether it be your friend. For 20 years, you've been buddies 30 years, and now, you know, it's different because of how you walking, or it may be your loved ones, you know. You know, some of your loved ones may, you know, embrace it, and, you know, some of your loved ones may be like, ah, man, what is this guy talking about? And, you know, get to treating you different, you know. So this is more like a comfort lesson, you know, for newcomers coming in, you know, who's telling folks about what they've learning and start and noticing that they're not getting the open reception. You know, just know that you're not the only one that's going through it. If you haven't, you're going to go through it if you stay in this long enough and you get to professing this light, the true light, and get to denouncing the darkness.
Yes.
You know, you gonna see that okay, it's gonna be a little different.
And in a way, it don't feel good, but just understand you on the right path.
Yes.
When people start treating you different, when you start being persecuted for his name's sake, just know you on the right path. If that gives you any kind of comfort or encouragement,
yes,
that you're on the right path.
That you on the right path, and not so much as blood persecution. You know, the assassination of your character.
Yeah.
Like I said, the separation.
Yes, not be invited to do things, or or
you being ignored in a sense.
Being ignored, yeah.
You know, just know that your master went through this as well, and your fellow brethren and sisters go through it as well. You know, like I said, especially when you conform to that light, man, you get to professing this true light. So let's get into it, man. Let's get some things established first. Let's go to Isaiah 59. We're gonna start at Isaiah 59. Isaiah 59. Like, let's get some understanding of who we actually dealing with. Like, I don't think we understand the level of wickedness, that we dealing with right now, and it's gonna get even worse. Well, so let's just look at this real quick. So we had Isaiah 59, and we're gonna do 12 through 16. And if you got it, my love, go ahead.
All right. Isaiah 59, verse 12 reads, "For our transgressions are multiplied before thee, and our sins testify against us. For our transgressions are with us, and as for our iniquities, we know them."
You see, our iniquities, we know them, right? And us as newcomers into this faith, he's shown us our iniquities. So we get to telling people, yo, we shouldn't be doing this. We probably need to try to do this and change this, but it's not always received. And we're going to look at that.
That's right.
Go ahead.
Verse 13.
Yeah.
"In transgressing and lying against the Lord, and departing away from our God, speaking oppression and revolt, conceiving and uttering from the heart words of falsehood."
And that's what happens, man. We begin to utter falsehoods because that's really what's been taught. Being taught falsehoods right now. And when you bring light and truth, right, you get shunned, you get rebuked. Right? Let's look at this. Go ahead.
"Then judgment is turned away backward, and justice standeth afar off. For truth is fallen in the street, and equity cannot enter. Yea, truth faileth, and he that departeth from evil maketh himself a prey, and the Lord saw it, and it displeased him that there was no judgment."
That there was no judgment. That's why we needed the Messiah. You see, there was no judgment in the earth. Nobody could distinguish right from wrong. Now, when you get in this book and he get to showing you right from wrong, and you get to telling folk, now it's a problem. We're gonna look at it. Go ahead.
"And he saw that there was no man, and wondered that there was no intercessor. Therefore his arm brought salvation unto him, and his righteousness it sustained him."
And his righteousness it sustained him. Him who? The Messiah. But let's look at this. Let's go to the famous scripture, Galatians 4:16. Galatians 4:16. Now we're not gonna get into Paul's situation on why he, said this. We're gonna get into Yeshua's situation, right? Because the situations are similar, and we're gonna see that, like I said, if you stay in this long enough, if you haven't went through this, you're definitely going to go through it. So this is, like I said, more like a comfort to comfort you. I feel like I had to comfort, But let's look at this. Galatians 4:16. If you got it, go ahead, baby.
"Am I therefore become your enemy because I tell you the truth?"
Because I tell you the truth. In the midst of this darkness, in the midst of all this falsehood that's going around, right? Have I become your enemy because I tell you the truth? The truth has been revealed, and I receive it, and I want to tell you and bring you out of the, help you, come out of the darkness. Have I become your enemy? Mm. And that's what happens a lot of times, people. Let's keep it moving.
Yeah.
We got to understand this though. If you knew coming into this thing, this is one thing you're gonna have to understand, right? That you gonna be persecuted. You gonna be not liked.
Mm-hmm. You're not gonna be the popular one.
No. Even if you was prior.
Even if you was
prior to you coming into this walk, you ain't, once you start to standing on what you and get to talking what you, it's gonna be different. Matthew 10:22. If you got it, baby, go ahead.
All right. And ye shall be hated of all men for my name's sake.
Yep.
But he that endureth to the end shall be saved.
And that's why we say, don't give up though. Try to find peace in the scriptures if you in fact is going through this, right? And if you haven't, use this to say, prepare yourself mentally,
And just understand that they're not, kicking against you. They really kicking against the Most High.
Oh, praise.
They kicking against His word.
Oh, praise.
So you just the messenger,
right?
In a sense.
Yeah, take yourself out of it.
Yeah.
We wrestle not against flesh and blood, and that's on the flip side too.
Yeah,
you gotta look at the folk and like, okay, we wrestle not against flesh and blood, so we still gotta, be mercy and still be a light in a sense, right?
Absolutely.
Let's look at this some more though. 2 Timothy. He said we're gonna be hated, man, but we gotta endure, right? 2 Timothy 3. 2 Timothy 3. Look at what Paul said. 2 Timothy 3. And we're going to do 10 through 12. Yep.
2 Timothy chapter 3, verse 10.
Yep.
And it reads, But thou hast fully known my doctrine, manner of life, purpose, faith, long-suffering, charity, patience, persecutions, afflictions, which came unto me at Antioch, and what's that? Iconium.
Yep.
At Lystra.
Yep.
What persecutions I endured. Now
Paul talking about blood persecution. You can go read Paul was left for dead, and so just kind of keep that in mind too. If we just dealing with rejections and kickbacks and verbal persecutions, seeing what Paul went through might help us, deal with it a little better.
Yeah.
Because none of us is dealing with blood persecutions right now. None of us is getting killed for talking about, we keep the Sabbath.
Right.
None of us is getting smacked in the mouth or beat over the head because we telling folks, you should believe in Christ and keep his ways. You know what I mean? So go ahead, baby.
But out of them all, the Lord delivered me.
See, he delivered Paul out of these persecutions. He gonna deliver you out of what you going through.
That's right.
Right? Or maybe going through. Go ahead.
Yea.
Yep.
And all that will live godly in Christ Jesus shall suffer persecution.
All they that will live godly in Christ Jesus shall suffer persecution. You see that? Whether it be physical, mental, spiritual, you're going to be persecuted.
Yes.
So just, get prepared. Let's look at this some more. John 15. John 15.
I'm like what Sister Jewel said. If everyone is loving on you, it's time to take inventory. Because he just said you're going to be persecuted.
For real. And this scripture we coming to right here just support the sister.
Yep.
Right? This right here support the sister. We at John 15, 18, 21.
All right.
If you got it, baby, go ahead.
If the world hate you, ye know that it hated me before it hated you.
So if the world love you, if the world is always and the world, we got to understand when the Most High say world, we got to understand the context he's dealing in when we say world. In this context, when he say world, we talking about our family members. We talking about our co-workers, our friends, our siblings, you know, that's what we talking about here. Those who don't walk, you know, in his way.
Yes.
That's the world in this sense, right? Because those are in fact the ones that will hate you for bringing this to them, right?
That's
Go ahead.
right. Verse 19.
Yeah.
If you were of the world, the world would love his own.
If you was conformed to what, you know, your peers and everybody else around you is doing, you'll be embraced. You see? Go ahead.
But because ye are not of the world, but I have chosen you out of the world.
See, you're not of this world. You don't keep the traditions of this world, right? You keep the traditions and ways and sayings of the scriptures.
Yes.
Right? He said he took you out of that. Right? Go ahead.
Therefore, the world hateth you.
Yeah, that's why they hate you. But we going and my brother kind of brought it out last night. That's why I said that lesson was kind of like a prelude, because that's why they hate you. Darkness hate light.
Yes.
And that's really at the gist and bottom line of it. When you come into Christ, you're coming into the light. We read all through the scriptures last night. He is the light. And everything else is darkness. So everything that we was doing, you know, prior to coming into him, as far as worship, you know, trying to worship him and anything else is darkness, was darkness. If it didn't involve him. So when you come into him, you coming into the light. And darkness don't like that. In fact, it hates it.
That's right.
Go ahead, baby.
Verse 20.
Yep.
Remember the word that I said unto you.
Yep.
The servant is not greater than his Lord.
Nope.
If they have persecuted me, they will also persecute you.
Yep.
If they have kept my saying, they will keep yours also. But all things will they do unto you for my name's sake, because they know not him that sent me.
Because they don't know the Father. They don't know the word. Right? So they're going to persecute you for bringing the word.
That's right.
That's just and Paul say, don't be weary in well doing. Don't give up. You know, did Christ give up? In fact, and I'm gonna be all the way honest with y'all, man. You know, I be trying to wrap my head around that concept. How, and we gonna read what they said to Christ, how they treated him, even all the way up until to crucifying him, murdering him, and even through all that, the brothers like, yo, forgive them because they know not what they do. Come on, that's a piece that we don't understand.
That's right.
Straight up, you know. Come on, man.
We do not.
So, you know, that's why we really got to get in here and just learn, man, and learn his ways and really try to embrace his ways, man. Because, yo, I can't, not on my own,
not without him. Yeah.
Did we do that? John 15:18-21. All right, let's go to the next one. Matthew 5:11. Matthew 5:11. We still talking about, man, you're gonna be persecuted, man. So just go ahead and accept it. You know, accept that now.
And it's not gonna feel good.
Nah.
Depending on, you know, really who it come from. And Satan know who to use. He's not gonna use your coworker. It's easy to get over your coworker.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's gonna be the ones that's closest to your heart that he's gonna use. And it's not gonna feel good, but that's part of being persecuted for his name's sake.
Matthew 5:11, when you ready, baby.
All right. Verse 11. Blessed are ye when men shall rival you and persecute you, and shall say all manner of evil against you falsely for my sake.
So that for my name's sake, when people rival, that's you gonna be rival. You know. Go ahead, read. Go ahead. We're gonna read 12 too. Go ahead.
I know you're coming back to this.
Nah, I don't think so. Nah, go ahead.
Rejoice.
Yeah.
And be exceeding glad. That's hard to do.
Yeah.
When you've been persecuted.
It is.
For great is your reward in heaven. For so persecuted they the prophets which were before you.
All praises.
All praises.
That's like I said, comforting.
Yeah.
That gives me comfort. You know, when I see, you know, we go through this and I go through the scriptures and read, okay, They went through the same thing. Yeah. This is why. Okay, this is why. And that might be a hard pill to swallow, you know.
Yeah.
You saying you walking in light and they walking in darkness. Like, dang. That's a hard pill to swallow.
Yes.
Let's look at this though. John. Kind of read this last night though, but it's important. And that's what I'm saying. That's how I know that the spirit working when Tuvi came with that lesson. I'm like, dang,
it was all
that's man.
Confirmation.
The Most High knew we was going like this. He knew that so man.
Praises.
John 1, and we're gonna do 1 through 5. And if you got it, baby, go ahead.
All right, John, chapter 1, verse 1 through 5.
Yeah.
In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. The same was in the beginning with God. All things were made by him, and without him was not anything made that was made. In him was life, and the life was the light of men.
See that? In him was life, and the life was the light of men. That's what this all boils down to, man. Light and darkness. He made a separation from the jump, from light and darkness. Go ahead.
Verse 5. And the light shineth in darkness, and the darkness comprehended not.
See, that's the sad truth. That the light shines in the darkness, but the darkness do not comprehend it. That's the sad truth. And that's the patience that we gotta have.
Yes.
You know, because we still trying to learn too. Don't think you've arrived. We're gonna look at that.
That's right.
Go ahead. I don't want to go ahead though.
There was a man sent from God whose name was John.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. That was it, baby. Just 1 through 5. Just 1 through 5.
All right.
Let's go to John 3, 19 through 21. John 3, 19 through 21.
Verse 19. And this is the condemnation, that light is come into the world, and men love darkness rather than light.
See that? Men love darkness. We got to understand that.
Yeah.
We got to understand that the wickedness that's going on in this world, right? Men love it.
They love it.
And that's, I know that's again, a hard pill to swallow, a sad truth, but it is. You know, it's so easy to be conformed to this world. It's so easy to be conformed to this darkness because Satan make it so subtle. What you think is darkness, I mean, what you think is light is darkness. You see, what you think is darkness is light.
And Christ knew he was going to love it. That's why he told us not to.
Come on, man.
Because he knew.
He knew he was going to love this world. Go ahead.
And men love darkness rather than light because their deeds were evil.
Because their deeds were evil. See?
For everyone that doeth evil hateth the light.
See? Hate the light. So when you bring in light to darkness, you are automatically an enemy. Automatic, off the top. Anytime you dwell in the light and you try to confront darkness, you're an enemy off top.
Right off the top.
Off the bat. Go ahead.
Neither cometh to the light. Lest his deed should be reproved.
See, that's why you get shunned. That's why we get shunned a lot of times, because the darkness don't want them deeds to be reproved. The spirit that's governing that soul right there don't want them deeds to be reproved because it wants to keep on dwelling in the darkness.
That's why you can show your friends and loved ones, you know, the wrong in like maybe keeping holidays, or, you know, or keeping the Sabbath day. And it can be right there before their face. All the research is done right there. They can read it just like you can. And they still don't get it, or they still get upset. That's
the
darkness.
That's the gross darkness, man. Which we gonna get into later on, because I think that one of the two main spirits that we deal with, right, in coming, bringing the gospel, is self-righteousness and the spirit of delusion. The spirit of delusion. Folks is delusional. You know, and that's that gross darkness that brother was talking about last night. When you in a self-righteous spirit and a delusional spirit, that's a gross dark. We're gonna look at these definitions, and when you see these definitions, you probably gonna understand more what I'm saying, why I say that. But let's go though. Where we at? Did you do John 3, 19 through 21?
Nope. Verse 21.
Go ahead.
But he that doeth truth cometh to the light.
Yeah.
That his deeds may be made manifest, that they are wrought in God.
That they are wrought in God. Right? But he that doeth truth cometh to the truth, cometh to the light. Let's look at this. John 8. One more, then we're gonna look at some things. John 8, 12, just one. John 8, verse 12. John 8, verse 12. And if you got it, baby, go ahead.
All right. Then spake Jesus again to them, saying, I am the light of the world.
Yep.
He that followeth me shall not walk in darkness, but shall have the light of life.
Just like what we read in John 1, right?
Yeah.
So, and that's what we do, man. As newcomers in this truth, we preach to people this. We tell people, yo, we got to follow Christ, right, and follow His ways. He is the light, right? But we come up against this self-righteous attitude, this self-righteous spirit. Let's look at this. Let's define self-righteous. Let me share my screen. Self-righteous. All right. See that pop up? Okay, there we go. Say self-righteous. This is an adjective. So if I'm not mistaken, what the adjective describes a person, place, or thing? Is that right? Okay. That's it. So self-righteousness or self-righteous describes you as a person or your actions. Look, convinced of one's own righteousness, especially in contrast with the actions and beliefs of others. Or you could say the actions and beliefs of Yeshua, of the book, of the law, of the scriptures, right? When your righteousness is in contrast with the scriptures, that's self-righteousness. And that's not looked good upon in the eyes of the Most High. And we're going to look at that.
That's saying regardless of what you say or what he say.
Yeah. No, you said.
It's what I feel, what I want.
Yeah. It's what you said. You said. Yeah. So let's look at this though. Let's look at this self-righteous spirit. Let's go back to that John 8. I know we did a lesson on John 8 a while back. But looking over this thought, this idea about, becoming your enemy, because I tell you the truth, it brought me back right here. Brought me right back to John 8. So let's look at this though. John 8, and we're going to do verse 3 through 11. We're going to look at some self-righteousness. Remember, when your righteousness is in contrast, or in contrary to the scriptures.
Yes.
So go ahead, baby.
Verse 3.
Yeah.
And the scribes and Pharisees brought unto him a woman taken in adultery. And when they had set her in the midst, they say unto him,
what they say?
Master, this woman was taken in adultery in the very act.
Yeah.
Now Moses in the law commanded us that such should be stoned.
Now right there, boom. Right there. That's self-righteousness. Because one, you're not quoting the whole law. You're not. You're taking it how you want to take it.
What applies to what you want
to do. Now we're not going to go to the law and read it. You can go look at that for yourself. But this is a form of self-righteousness right here. Go ahead.
But what says thou?
What you say? What you say? Because we say we should stone her. That's what our righteousness say. Do it. You see, and that's why people reject you, my beloved brethren, my beloved sister. That's why people reject you, because they're wrapped up in their own self-righteousness. Right? Go ahead.
This they said, tempting him, that they might have to accuse him. But Jesus stooped down and with his finger wrote on the ground, as though he heard them not. So when they continued asking him,
so they kept on asking, man, should we stone her? No, nobody's bringing the whole law.
Right.
You know, and that's what. Never mind. I'm gonna let that go. Go ahead, though. Go ahead.
And said unto them,
yeah,
he that is without sin among you, let him first cast a stone at her.
Yep.
And again he stooped down and wrote on the ground. And they which heard it, being convicted by their own conscience, went out one by one, beginning at the eldest, even unto the last. And Jesus was left alone, and the woman standing in the midst.
And you know what else this tell us right here? Don't think folks ain't being convicted by what you bringing them. Don't think folks ain't being chastised by what you bringing through the scriptures. You know, they just not gonna let you see it. You know, you just plant the seed, allow the Most High to do the rest. But don't think for a minute that folk ain't being convicted. Maybe, maybe not. Some may not be. But hey, go ahead.
Verse 10.
Yeah.
And when Jesus had lifted up himself and saw none but the woman, he said unto her, Woman, where are those thine accusers?
Yeah.
Hath no man condemned thee?
Yep.
She said, No man, Lord. And Jesus said unto her, Neither do I condemn thee. Go and sin no more.
Go and sin no more. And understand this too, man. Throughout this whole demonstration, it's the religious folk that's rejecting Christ. Now, don't understand for you misunderstand me. Yes, the regular lay people is rejecting him, but we gonna see that some of them started to believe. You see what I'm saying? It's the religious folk that feel like they already got it that was rejecting him. We're gonna look at this though, but let's keep it moving.
Because they came accusing her with law.
Exactly.
So it's not like they didn't know any law.
Exactly.
So yeah.
You know, accusing her with half the law. Let's say that.
Half the law, yeah.
Half the law. And that's also wrapped up in self-righteousness. Either you know the law and only apply the law to fit your demonstration, or you don't even know the law and you still walking around like you righteous.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
That's right.
That's all. Both of those are self-righteousness. Right? Isaiah 53:6. We're dealing with self-righteousness. That's to me, that's one of the main spirits that you come up against.
That's true.
Self-righteousness. That's why, they hate you. That's why darkness is a self-righteous spirit. 53:6. If you got it, baby, go ahead.
All right. All we like sheep have gone astray. We have turned everyone to his own way.
Yep.
And the Lord hath laid on him the iniquity of us all.
See that? Everybody go their own way. Everybody is righteous in their own eyes. You can't tell me nothing. That's like everybody is like that 12, or if you'd have had children, that 12, 13, 14-year-old teenager where they just wipe the milk off their chin and think they know everything now. That's us when we come into these scriptures.
That's right.
That's us when we so-called be introduced to Jesus Christ. We think we've arrived just because we read a first 2 or 3 scriptures
and can quote them.
And can quote some scriptures.
Yeah.
We think we righteous. We're gonna look at something about this. We're gonna look at something, man, about that self-righteous, man. For real. Matter of fact, let's go to it. Job 31. Job 31. Now we could say probably Job was probably one of the most righteous folks in the book. In the book, man. But let's look at this, man. Let's look at this. Job started to feel like, why am I going through this? I shouldn't be going through this, because I do this, I do that. That's what I do is righteous. What I'm going through, only the wicked should go through, as if I'm not wicked. Right?
That's right.
Where we at? Job 31. I'm in Proverbs. Because it didn't even look right. It don't even look right. Job 31.
Yeah.
We're going to do 3 through 6. Yeah, that's it. And if you got it, baby, go ahead.
All right. Is it not in destruction to the wicked?
Yep. It's not destruction to the wicked. This is Job asking. It's not destruction to the wicked. Why am I being destroyed? I ain't wicked. Go ahead.
And a strange punishment to the workers of iniquity.
This is a strange punishment. And when you understand, right, when you understand how long Job went through this, because in the beginning it was just taught to us, I'm just going to speak for myself. It was my understanding that this was just a couple of weeks or a couple of years. But when you study, this went on for like 20 some odd years. So try to put yourself in this man's mind state if you can, being, having abundance, following the Most High, right? And then losing everything and being in this situation for 20 years. This is why he's coming like this, right? Go ahead.
Verse 4.
Yep.
Doth not he see my ways and count all my steps?
Don't he see what I do? And if we know Job, right? We know we gonna read it, but we know what Job was doing. That's what he's asking, right? Don't he see what I do? That's that's a self-righteous mindset, right? Don't he see what I do? Right? I ain't wicked. Go ahead.
If I have walked with vanity,
go ahead.
Or with my foot, or if my foot hath haste to deceit, let me be weighed in an even balance, that God may know mine integrity.
He said, so if I've done all this, then judge me accordingly. I shouldn't be going through what I'm going through, Most High. That's what he's saying. I'm righteous here, Most High. Let's skip down to 16. 28. He about to big up himself. Check it out. Go ahead.
If I have withheld the poor from their desire, or have caused the eyes of the widow to fail, or have eaten my morsel myself alone, and the fatherless have not eaten thereof.
I give to the poor all the time, Lord. If you go read in that testament of Job, he had his door open like it was like a 24-hour Denny's at Job's. You know what I'm saying? And you didn't have to really have no coins. All you had to come through and just eat. So this is what Job is saying. Yo, Most High,
yes,
I'm righteous. Are you? We go check it out. Go ahead.
For from my youth, he was brought up with me, as with the father, and I have guided her from my mother's womb. If I have seen any perish for want of clothing, or any poor without covering,
come on, man, go ahead. Watch.
If his loins have not blessed me, and if he were not warmed with the fleece of my sheep,
I've clothed the homeless, Most High. I didn't leave your homeless out here with no clothes, no food. Why I'm going through this? I shouldn't be going through this.
Come on,
go ahead.
If I have lifted up my hand against the fatherless, when I saw my help in the gate.
If we understand, he's quoting Isaiah, right? Kind of quoting Isaiah when Isaiah said, "This is the true worship when you take care of the fatherless, when you take care of the widows and the divorce. I mean, not the divorce, but the widows and the homeless."
Yes.
You see what I'm saying? This is basically what Job is quoting right here. But go ahead.
Then let mine arm fall from my shoulder blade, and my arm be broken from the bone.
If I haven't done this Most High, judge me accordingly then. But you see my works.
Yes.
You see what I've done. Go ahead.
For destruction from God was a terror to me, and by reason of his highness, I could not endure.
I feared you, Most High. That's why I did all that. I was in fear of the Lord. That's why I gave to the homeless and fed the poor. Go ahead.
If I have made gold my hope, or have said to the fine gold, thou art my confidence. If I rejoice because my wealth was great, and because mine hand had gotten much.
I didn't worship the money you blessed me with. Look at this is self-righteousness, and you're gonna see what I'm talking about. This is self-righteousness right here. Now look, it's not all this righteous though. Yes, yes.
But it's the questioning.
But it's only one reason why it's righteous though, not because you did it. Because if the Most High did not send His Son to die for us and shed that blood for us, everything you do will still be darkness. Even though you give to the poor, even though you feed the homeless, even though you're faithful to your spouse. If the blood is not on the table, it's still darkness. It's still unclean. Why? Because we come from uncleanliness. And the scripts say you cannot bring anything clean from filthiness.
Yes.
And we was made filthy in the garden. So anything that come after that is filthy. And unless you have the blood, it's filthy. Mm-hmm. So whatever I take you through, says the Most High, it's righteous.
Come on.
Whatever I persecute you with, says the Most High,
come on,
is judgment.
Yes, sir.
You see? That's why this is self-righteousness right here. You ain't righteous only because of him, man. Only because of him. So don't stick your chest out.
Yes.
Don't kick against somebody when they trying to come in and tell you some truth. Because you don't got it, man.
You don't got it.
Go ahead.
Verse 26.
Yeah.
If I beheld the sun when it shined,
yep,
or the moon walking in brightness,
yeah,
and my heart hath been secretly enticed, or my mouth hath kissed my hand, this also were an iniquity to be punished by the judge.
Yeah.
For I should have denied the God that is above.
You see that? I'm righteous, Most High. I ain't worshiping these moons and the stars. I ain't worshiping myself. Nah, I'm worshiping you. So if I did that, Most High, what's up? Let's go look at the answer.
39 through 40.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Those last two.
Go ahead.
If I have eaten the fruits thereof without money.
If I'm stealing, go ahead.
Or have caused the owners thereof to lose their life.
Yeah, I'm murdering. I'm taking what you got.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Let thistles grow instead of wheat.
Yeah.
And cockle instead of barley.
Yeah.
The words of Job are ended.
You see that? Job fell into a self-righteous spirit, man. Bottom line. And I think this is why verse 40 came to play. If you read from 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, and 39, those are his people coming at him. Like, Job, you tripping. Hold on. But we're going to look at what the Most High say. Let's go to Job 40. We're going to do 1 through 2, and we're going to do 6 through 9. This is what the Most High say about those self-righteous thoughts and acts. Go ahead.
All right. Job 40 and verse 1.
Yeah.
Moreover, the Lord answered Job and said,
What did he say?
Shall he that contendeth with the Almighty instruct him?
How you going to instruct me, Job? You mean to tell me that what you going through ain't righteous judgment on my behalf? Is that what you trying to tell me, Job? Or are you trying to tell me that I set a day aside, the Sabbath day, to rest and to get closer with me? And you gonna tell me that's been changed and the judgment is Sunday now? You gonna tell me who created you that what I give you to eat and what I tell you not to eat? You gonna judge? You gonna contend with me? Huh?
You gonna pray to me to bless what I said is unclean. You gonna pray over it and eat it?
What?
Come on.
That's self-righteousness.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead.
He that reproveth God, let him answer it.
If you gonna prove me, answer me. Job answered him like he should have. Shut up. I can't even answer that, but look what the Most High do. Verse 6. Look what he said.
Then answered the Lord unto Job out of the whirlwind and said,
Go ahead.
Gird up thy loins now like a man.
Yep.
I will demand of thee and declare thou unto me.
Yep.
Will thou also disannul my judgment? Will thou condemn me?
Without condemn me? You gonna disannul my judgment, Job? Like I said, what you going through ain't righteous. I was wrong. I misjudged by allowing Satan to do what he did.
Yes.
I misjudged when I sent that prophet to you or that sister or brother to you to tell you or to bring you out of darkness. I misjudged that. Go ahead.
That thou mayest be righteous.
That you may be righteous. You see? Self-righteousness, people. I think that's one of the main spirits we deal with. Folks are stuck in this darkness. Folks have conformed to this.
Yes.
Folks want to do what they want to do. And hey, I get it. If he didn't say quit eating shrimp, I'd be at Benihana's all the time getting shrimp fried rice. We'd be down in Louisville at the seafood lady eating deep fried lobster. I get it.
That's right.
But hey, man, I choose life.
What we ask our kid, what I say.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what we
but
ask.
What did I say?
What I tell you to do.
Just kind of went through that with my little one.
Yeah.
What I say though.
Yep.
You know? Go ahead.
Verse 9.
Yeah.
Hast thou an arm like God? Or canst thou thunder with a voice like him?
You see, can you bring salvation like me? That's what he just asked Job. Do you have an arm like God, man? Can you bring forth salvation? So how do you even think you can have righteousness on your own? You see? No, man. No. It come from these books, man.
That's right.
Let's look at something else he say. Sirach. Then we're going to go to the next one. Let's go to Sirach or Ecclesiastes. For some reason, man, I can't bring it up, man. But yeah, the screen, man, won't let me bring it up. But we in the Apocrypha, though. The probably these books like $12 on Amazon, $12, $13 on Amazon, man. You should probably grab one. There's a lot of good information in here. But we at Sirach, Ecclesiasticus. Let's put Sirach because it's short. Ecclesiasticus, chapter 5. Then we're going to do 2 through 7.
Chapter 5, verse 2.
Yep.
Follow not thine own mind and thy strength to walk in the ways of thy heart.
See that? Don't be self-righteous, folks. And again, folks, that's what you up against. My beloved brethren, my beloved sister. You up against a self-righteous spirit. So understand. Go ahead.
And say not, who shall control? Is that control? Control.
Yeah.
Control me for my works. For the Lord will surely revenge thy pride.
See that? That's a prideful demonstration talking about, man, we can celebrate Christmas. He ain't worrying, man. He ain't tripping on that. Man, I can eat eel. He ain't tripping on that. That's self-righteousness. Go ahead.
Verse 4.
Yeah.
Say not, I have sinned, and what harm have happened unto me.
See that's what we was just saying. Man, I've been eating pork all my life. I ain't died yet. Like we've been keeping Christmas since the beginning. What you mean? You see? Don't forget though, we got a judgment day, man.
That's right.
Go ahead.
For the Lord is long suffering.
Long suffering. Go ahead.
He will in no wise let thee go.
Don't think he ain't gonna forget no sins, man. Just because the judgment is down, but the sentence and the chastisement might not come down just right now.
Right. That's right.
You see what I'm saying? He might let you walk and think you doing good. That's another the next one. Delusional, but we gonna get to that next. Go ahead.
Concerning propitiation.
Yep, propitiation. Go ahead.
Be not without fear to add sin unto sin.
See that? Concerning the Messiah, right? Don't be adding sin unto sin, man. You see, when you're not keeping the law, you sinning. Bottom line, with you in sin. And then when somebody come to you and tell you to keep the law, and you kick, that's sin on sin, man.
And then you can teach others. There's another one on top of sin.
You telling other people how we ain't got to do all that.
Yeah.
That's sin on top of sin, folks. Go ahead.
And say not.
Yeah.
His mercy is great. He will be pacified for the multitude of my sins. For mercy and wrath hath come from him, and his indignation resteth upon sinners.
See, that's going into this next spirit, delusional. That's a delusional spirit. About to read the definition of delusion. That's a delusional spirit right there, man. Think about ponder on what we reading here.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Make no tarrying to turn to the Lord.
Don't take your time to turn to the Lord.
Yes.
Stop kicking against folk when they bring the word to you. That's one thing I can say. Right. When he finally really opened up our eyes and finally gave us that understanding, we didn't kick.
We did not kick.
When sis brought it to us and just was telling us, well, our son can't eat, my son don't eat the pork, and he's not taking his Christmas gift.
Yeah.
Right. I didn't understand.
We
didn't understand it then.
And I kind of felt the way. I ain't gonna even lie.
Yeah, we felt the way, but we didn't understand.
Yeah.
But when he gave us the understanding, it wasn't like My wife didn't say, I ain't getting rid of my Christmas tree.
Yeah.
She didn't say
out
that.
of here. It was.
She was the first one to start taking it up out the basement, taking it up the stairs, put it out. I can honestly say that. Mm-hmm. You know, when he finally gave us an understanding, we didn't sneak back down to the seafood lady and
try them
the fried lobster demonstrations.
Yeah, we didn't do that.
We didn't go back to the spot and get the gator bites.
Yeah.
You know, we didn't kick, man. You know, now don't get me wrong. We still, you know, make mistakes and fall. Mm-hmm. And he say, nah, look what you did, Desmond. Yeah, they weren't supposed to do that.
Yeah.
To understand before you misunderstand me now. But it was never of once he showed me who Jesus really was, it was never that ain't him.
Yeah.
I ain't doing that. It was never that. We can honestly say. Go ahead.
Yeah, well, we could read. We tried to do that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Go ahead. So make no tarry to turn to the Lord. You better turn to him.
Yep. Verse 7.
Yeah.
And put not off from day to day.
Don't
think you got time.
You think you got time?
Yeah.
No, we do not. Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
For suddenly shall the wrath of the Lord come forth. And in thy security thou shalt be destroyed.
In your self-worshipness, in your delusional mind state, you're gonna be destroyed. That's a hard pill to swallow, and folks don't want to accept that. Mm-mm. But we reading it, man.
We reading it right here.
And if you like me, you're gonna try your best not to be counted in that number.
Yes.
I'm not trying to be that one that think I'm good, and then when it hit, I'm getting thrown off. I'm getting, destroyed. Like, come on, nah.
And perish in the day of vengeance.
Come on, man. And perish in the day of vengeance. Mm-hmm. See that? So yeah, just self-righteousness, man. That's the first little spirit we come against. Let's look at this next one, though. Let's define delusional. Let me share my screen. Have I become your enemy because I tell you the truth? Yep, because you self-righteous, man. You got a self-righteous spirit. You don't want to hear You don't want to hear the truth. Hope this making sense, folks. And if y'all got any questions, man, please ask. If anybody has any questions, because I haven't had a chance to look at the chat. Email us, man. If y'all got any questions, if I say anything, wait a minute, what did you say? Yeah. I don't have a problem. Like I tell my elder called me. Hey, Dad, you said this, that, and the third. Hey, all praises.
Yes.
Let us know, man.
Because we don't think we've arrived.
I promise. Heggy, nah, man. Mm-mm. I'm only 7 years old, man. I'm a toddler, man. Mm-hmm. Straight up. I just wiped the milk off my chin. Yeah. Still got some on still wet behind the ears, is what they say. But anyway, say this is delusion, right? Or delusional. Something that is falsely or delusively believed. You see that, man? Or propagated. Look at this word, propagated, though, real quick. Look at this. To cause to continue or increase, right? To cause to spread out and affect a greater number or greater area. So you being in that delusional state, you making everybody else around you delusional, right? That's what delusional means. Let me go back to the definition.
And that's, I'll say, to foster growing knowledge.
Hold on. Let me go back. What you say, baby?
That B, 3B.
3B.
To
foster growing knowledge.
Knowledge of.
Right. Familiarity with.
Acceptance.
Or acceptance of. You see that? That's delusional, man. To foster growing knowledge of. So to tell people they ain't got to keep the old book, that's fostering growing knowledge, because that's all the Old Testament gonna do is grow your knowledge and help you understand the New Testament even the more. So when you telling folk that that's done away with, we don't have to do that, you see, you wrapped up in a delusional mind state. Look at this, man. Let's read this again. Something that is falsely or delusively believed. See that? And when you look up that word delusively, hold on. Let 1 second. I'm gonna tell y'all 1 second. I looked it up, but I'm gonna give y'all the definition, so I don't want to, misquote it. Delusively. It says, delusively is an adverb that means. Delusively is an adverb that means in a way that shows you believe something that is not true or in a deceptive and unrealistic manner. Come on, man. So delusively shows you to believe in something in a deceptive or unrealistic manner.
It's not true.
It's not true.
Believe a lie, basically.
It's not true.
Yeah.
Right? And for you to believe that and teach people that is a delusion. It's delusional. So let's go look at this in the scripts, man. Because like I said, self-righteousness to me from what I'm reading leads to delusion. You know what I'm saying? If you believe in that what you doing or believing in your security, right, then you're delusional.
That's right.
You have no clue, right? And look what the scripture says. Go back to that John 8. Go back to John 8. And we're going to do 30 through 38. Let me stop sharing it. John 8. And we're going to do 30 through 38. Have I become your enemy, man? Because I tell you the truth. I'm just trying to tell you the truth. I love you. I promise I do. That's why I'm telling you. So I love you. I got nothing but love for you. I got nothing but love for you, baby. For real. I don't want to see nobody in the lake of fire.
Yeah, he don't want to see nobody perish.
Heck nah, man.
That's why he send you your friends and loved ones to try to show you the truth.
Come on, man.
You know.
But have I become your enemy?
Yeah.
Look at the situation what Christ was going through, man. This look at this. John 8, 30 through 38. Well, you got to go ahead, baby.
As he spake these words, many believed on him.
Yeah.
Then said Jesus to those Jews which believed on him.
You see that? Many believed on him. And when you look at this, from probably like 5 on up, maybe. He's teaching, and folks is, been like, nah, I don't want to hear that. But here in chapter 7 and 8, folks are starting to believe, it seems like. Folks is coming to him, right? And look what he tell them, right? You believe on me. Look what he tell them.
If you continue in my word.
Continue in my word. Continue in what I'm telling you to do. Continue.
It means to do.
It means to do. Go ahead.
Then are ye my disciples indeed.
See, that's a caveat. Then you are my disciples indeed. If you continue in my word.
Yes.
This is a promise right here now. But it come with a caveat. It come with a stipulation though. Go ahead.
And ye shall know the truth.
In his word, you're gonna know the truth. So if you believe on me, like you said, if you believe on him and stay in his word, you're gonna know the truth. Go ahead.
And the truth shall make you free.
And the truth gonna make you free. The truth gonna make you free. Now look what these self-righteous, delusional, religious folk. Self-righteous, delusional, religious folk. Look how they come back. Look what they come back and say.
Then answered him, we be Abraham's seed. We were never in bondage to any man. How sayest thou, ye shall be made free?
See, we think we not even in sin. Now, see, he wasn't talking about a physical bondage. But if you know the time of when this was, these people were in fact in bondage. Even though they could worship and believe how they want, similar to today. They were able to govern themselves. Well, we're not able to govern ourselves today, but we're able to believe and worship how we want to. That's a freedom that you got. However, you're still in bondage. You're still in captivity. Don't ever get it twisted. See, that's that delusional mind. You believe in a lie. You believe that you're free. Like these Pharisees. Man, we ain't been in bondage to nobody. We free. What you talking about? Oh, okay.
But that just proves even the way they answered him. The first thing they said was, "We Abraham's seed."
Corner.
Not thinking about what he said to continue in his word and knowing the truth.
Yeah.
That's the first thing they say, who they kin to. You know what I mean? Nothing about that. We were never in bondage then. Yeah.
See, that's self-righteous, delusional mindset.
Right.
Right there. Mm-hmm. Right? But Christ gonna set them straight, man.
Yeah.
Right. Go ahead.
Verse 34.
Yep.
Jesus answered them, "Verily, verily, I say unto you, whosoever committeth sin is the servant of sin."
Whoever commits sin is in bondage to sin. That answer right there tells me you don't even know you in sin. You don't even know your self-righteous acts, your self-righteous mentality has you in a delusional mindset, stuck in sin, and you don't even know it.
You don't even know it.
That's delusion. See, that's what we're dealing with, folks. Unfortunately, that's what we're dealing with. Go ahead.
Verse 35. And the servant abideth not in the house forever, but the son abideth forever.
See, he talking law right here. He talking law. He's saying the servant don't abide in the house forever, saying sin ain't going to abide in the house forever. See, prior to him getting up on that cross and shedding the blood, sin was in the house. You could not remove sin. Contrary to popular belief, what the Pharisees believed, all them bulls and them goats, they were shed, and the blood they were shed, sin was still in the house. Mm-hmm. Sin was still, the year of Jubilee had not come. That's what I mean by you talking about the law right here. What they could understand, or supposed to anyway, right? Because in the year of Jubilee, all slaves or maid servants go back to where they was. All debts is canceled. Everything's free now. That's what he was saying. And he's saying that in spirit, I'm that Jubilee. I'm fulfilling that. Is what he's saying. In spirit, spiritually, I'm fulfilling that.
Yes.
Because contrary to what you believe, you're still in bondage to sin, mister, sister. Go ahead.
Verse 36.
Yep.
If the Son therefore shall make ye free, ye shall be free indeed.
If you take on my way, like he just told him up there in 30, what was that? 31, 32. If you continue in my word, you shall know the truth, and the truth gonna set you free. If you continue in my word, not your words.
Right.
Go ahead.
I know that ye are Abraham's seed.
I know you Abraham's seed. You ain't gotta tell me that. Go ahead.
But you seek to kill me.
But you seek to kill me. So wait a minute. How are you delusional? That's people say they love Jesus Christ, but they embrace effeminacy, homosexuality. You embrace that, but you say you love Christ. That's delusional. You see what I'm saying? You say you love the Messiah, but when people try to come in and give you reproof and instructions, which is the way of life, you kick against them. You rebuke them. Yeah, we're gonna look at that. Yeah, you may get rebuked. You might say they might say you got the devil on you. You see? That's delusion. Yes. Go ahead, though, baby.
Because my word hath no place in you.
See that? My word has no place in you. And folks don't want to deal with that, man. I know, man. I'm still trying to wrap my head around that. Yeah. You see? I'm still trying to wrap my head around that and accept that. That's just what it is. The light has no place in the darkness. The darkness cannot comprehend it. They just can't. Go ahead.
Verse 38.
Yep.
And I speak that which I have seen with my father, and you do that which you have seen with your father.
See that? I do what my father, you do what your father. You see? And when you get to talking like that, folks, wait, what? Wait a minute.
Yeah.
You can't talk to me like that.
You're getting rebuked.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That makes people mad, man. But we're going to get into it. Let's look at this, though. Colossians. Let's go to Colossians. Colossians chapter 2. We're gonna do verse 4. Then we're gonna do 6 through 8. Folks is in the delusional mindset, man. And hey, man, it comes from a lot of it stems from folks just not wanting to come out of the world. Folks is just so conformed to the world that they don't want to come out of it. And I think a lot of it has to do with the teachings, man, the leadership, man, the people that are in these pulpits. Like I said last night, my bro, man, if your pastor got a flag in his sanctuary, then bro, you should probably rethink. You should probably question that.
Yeah.
You should probably. Where's your allegiance?
Mm-hmm.
You see, that's delusional to me.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? If you telling me you love Jesus, but you setting up your sanctuary for the kids to come here and do trick or treat,
regardless of what you call it.
Regardless.
Yeah.
That's delusional to me when you say you a Hebrew. When you say you a Hebrew Israelite, Israel, you tag on that Israelite on the end of it, and you all wrapped up in carnality. You have no comprehension of spirituality, not whatsoever.
Mm.
That's delusional, and not even trying to get it or seek it.
Yeah.
That's delusional to me, man. When you understand what Israelite mean.
Come on.
That's delusional, and we walking around like that, folks. That's what's going on, man. But Colossians chapter 2, verse 4, and it reads.
And this I say, lest any man shall beguile you with enticing words.
Beguile you with enticing words. And if you operate in that self-righteous, delusional spirit, right? Them words talking about how we ain't got to do this, we ain't got to do that is enticing. Mm-hmm. We ain't got to eat like that. That's enticing to you because really that's what you want to do anyway. We're tempted with our lust. Ain't that what the scripts say?
Yeah.
That's what you tempted with. Your lust. What you want to do.
What you want to do.
That's what you tempted with.
And you'll find ways around it just so you can do
just
it.
So you can
try to make it seem right.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
You're going to bring up that your brother smoke weed, so I ain't got to hear what he talking about.
Mm.
You're going to bring up he drink. I ain't got to hear that.
Mm.
You see?
Well, he said he'll use whoever he wants to anyway. I'm just saying.
The donkey told Balaam what the deal was. Mm-hmm. The donkey. Come on, man.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
All right, verse 5.
Yep.
For though I be absent in the flesh.
No, not verse 5. Just go to verse 6 and do 6 to 8.
6 to 8.
Yep.
As ye have therefore received Christ Jesus the Lord, so walk ye in him.
Walk in him.
Rooted and built up in him, established in the faith.
Yep.
As ye have been taught, abounding therein with thanksgiving.
See, he said, as you have been taught, right? Mm-hmm. How you get taught? You got to get in these scriptures. That's how you build up your faith. There's nothing wrong, with being under someone. Yeah. There's nothing wrong with that. Mm-hmm. Being taught. We're gonna kind of look at that. However, you got to teach yourself though. So when you come under that someone and that someone teaching, you will know if that someone say something off. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying? Because you got to do this yourself too. Go ahead though, baby.
Verse 8.
Yeah.
Beware lest any man spoil you through philosophy and vain deceit.
Philosophy and vain deceit. After what? After
the tradition of men.
Yeah.
After the rudiments of the world.
Yeah.
And not after Christ.
See, that's the darkness, folks. That's the darkness. The traditions of men after the rudiments of this world. That's darkness, man. Mm-hmm. These holidays, these traditions. Mm-hmm. That's the darkness. And not after Christ. Don't let somebody pull you into that delusional mind state thinking you worshiping Christ, celebrating Easter. That's delusional.
That's delusional.
You think you free and you not. Isaiah 5. Isaiah 5. Isaiah 5, we're going to do 20 through 23. Delusional, man. That's like I said, the self-righteous spirit makes you delusional, man. You walking around here thinking, man, I pray, Lord, please. That's embarrassing, man.
Yeah.
Because you start defending the lie.
Yeah.
You get to defending it. And then to man, that's ain't nothing worse than defending a lie, man. Because technically now you can say you defending Satan. You defending
at the end of the day.
You defending his heresies, his falsehoods, his deceit. You defending it now.
And we'll do it in Jesus' name.
And then do it in Jesus. That's sin on top of sin. And do it in Jesus' name. Stop it. Oh my God, it's embarrassing, man. Stop it, man. Stop it. Please, Lord, please show me if I'm, please. I got kids, man. I got kids. Come on, man. I got a whole wife.
Yes, sir.
Come on, man. That's Isaiah 5:20-23.
Woe unto them that call evil good and good evil.
Woe unto them that call light darkness. Woe unto them that call darkness light. Go ahead.
That put darkness for light and light for darkness.
You see that? Go ahead.
That put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter.
Come on, you think it's sweet. You think it's sweet that you can just go home and eat whatever you want to eat. That's bitter. Like we talked about, like we said last night, my brother brought up the thing about the tattoos. Our bodies don't even belong to us. So that's another thing, man. You got to wrap your head around.
Yeah.
We've been bought with a blood price. So you don't even belong to you. So it's highly important that you understand what's lawful. Because you just can't be out here willy-nilly, hully-gully doing whatever.
Whatever.
You don't even belong to you.
Nope.
Come on, man. That's like me going to the hotel I rent and just doing whatever I want to do. You think you ain't gonna get no fine? You think that incidental ain't gonna be charged to your car? No, this ain't yours. You just can't do what you want to do. We just can't dress how we want to dress. We just can't eat how we want to eat. We can't just worship how we want to worship. We can't talk how we want to talk, think how we want to think.
Not if you claiming to be a follower.
Not if you claiming to be a follower of him.
That's not what he's on. He's not. No.
We can't.
You can't do that.
Go ahead.
Verse 21.
Yeah.
Woe unto them that are wise in their own eyes.
Self-righteousness.
And prudent in their own sight.
Self-righteousness. Go ahead.
Woe unto them that are mighty to drink wine, and men of strength to mingle strong drink, which satisfy the which justify
there you go.
the wicked for reward.
See, this is mingling doctrines, twisting up doctrines, man. Right? To fit your wickedness, to justify your wickedness. You see what I'm saying? Go ahead.
And take away the righteousness of the righteous from him.
You see that? And take away the righteousness from him. You see, when you operate in a delusional mindset and you get to twisting the scriptures up to fit your wickedness, you're taking the righteousness away. You see what I'm saying? And just like my bro said last night, he bring this on you. When you reject that, he bring it on you. Look at this. 2 Thessalonians. That's why I was like, wow, when bro was going through that lesson, I was like, wow, this man, Most High boy, if you ain't the truth, they lying. They lying, man. You the truth, man. Straight up. I didn't call Tuvi this week and was like, what you doing, Tuvi? I'm doing this. Do this script so we can collide and do. Didn't do that. Tuvi didn't send me the scriptures till the night before or the day of. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. I was like, wow, when bro was going through that.
Too. It's like he was in our conversation and
you feel
situation.
The spirit was there though.
Oh,
and see,
he was there.
That's the thing, man. He say, when two or more are gathered, I'm present. Right? This is two or more. The spirit is more. This is more. So when you and your wife be conversating, the spirit right there taking it down.
Yeah.
And then going back up, we reading Revelations when the angels is at the throne worshiping, they got the incense. So them prayers, the conversations that y'all be having, man, that's what they were talking about. They meditating on you, Lord. They talking about you.
Yeah.
They show them. I think we should show them what they going through. Come on, that's how the comfort comes. You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
2 Thessalonians 2,
All right.
9 through 12. You got it, baby. Go on, get it to him.
Even him, whose coming is after the working of Satan with all power and signs and lying wonders.
We're talking about the Antichrist when he come. Go ahead.
And with all deceivableness of unrighteousness in them that perish, because they receive not the love of the truth, that they might be saved.
Because they receive not the love of the truth. That's I told you, we love you. That's why we telling you the truth.
Yes.
We love you. But you see, we getting set up for this very moment right now. Excuse me. We getting set up for this very moment right now.
Yes.
You see what I'm saying? Don't nobody go get in the game without practicing. The big game don't come up and you get in the game and you ain't been practicing. If you ain't been practicing, coach ain't putting you in the game. I don't care how good you are.
Yeah, you got to practice.
You got to practice. So don't think, you see what I'm saying? You just gonna show up and just be there. I know you might say, "Oh, what about the guy on the cross, the man on the cross?" Okay, well, if you want to gamble like that, that's on you. Because I'm not disputing that. I'm not disputing that on the deathbed, the man on the cross understood and seen the Messiah. I'm not denying that. But if you want to live your life as a thief all your life and then think when you go on your deathbed, you can demonstrate like that, hey, that's self-righteousness. All praises to you.
You can't trick God, though.
Hey, all praises. Hey,
you can't do that.
That's on you.
Yeah.
You know, but I say from understanding this book, you probably want to get some practice in, man. You probably want to get some practice in, man. Don't roll the dice like that. Don't gamble. If I'm a gamble with doing this, and then he say, well, you didn't do it right. Yeah. I go for that as opposed to not doing it at all.
Not doing it at all.
You know what I'm saying? Going out here running amok, and then when I die on my deathbed, Lord, forgive me. Nah. Go ahead.
Verse 11.
Yeah.
And for this cause, God shall send them strong delusion.
For this cause, like my bro said last night, when you reject the light, he sends gross darkness. So when you reject this, he gonna send you strong delusion, man. Strong delusion. Since you won't believe a lie, I'm gonna go ahead and let you operate in it.
Yeah.
Since you won't believe it, go ahead.
That they should believe a lie.
Yep.
That they all might be damned who believe not the truth, but had pleasure in unrighteousness.
I'll be damned that don't believe the truth. That's just what it is. Let's go look at this delusion in action. Isaiah 4, 9 through 20. Let's go look at this delusion in action, man. And if you think when you read this and see what the carpenter is doing, think spiritual. Right? Think spiritual. So we had Isaiah 44. We're going to do 9 through 20.
All right. Isaiah 44, verse 9.
Yeah.
They that make a graven image are all of them vanity.
Yep.
And their delectable things shall not profit.
Nope.
And they are their own witnesses.
Yep.
They see not nor know, that they may be ashamed.
Right. These graven images, these idols that was very, very popular back then. On every corner you can go to and pick out a guy. Let me buy that one. But now, like I said, now think spiritually, right? These graven images that we set up in our hearts, right? That we put our security into. You see what I'm saying? This is a delusion that we wrapped up in. Go ahead.
Who have formed a god, or molten a graven image that is profitable for nothing.
It's profitable for nothing. And that's what we've done with these traditions of men. We've shaped them into gods. And we worship them now. Right? Go ahead.
Behold, all his fellows shall be ashamed.
Yep.
And the workmen, they are of men.
Yep.
Let them all be gathered together. Let them stand up.
Yep.
Yet they shall fear, and they shall be ashamed together.
You're gonna be ashamed. Why? Because like I said, these guys that they setting up can't see, don't know nothing. You see that Sunday God you worshiping can't see, don't do nothing. Why you think all these years the so-called black man and black woman is still in the same plight? because we pray and worship these false idols. We are delusional into thinking that the God of Sunday is going to deliver us. We're delusional thinking. We thinking the God of Christmas is going to deliver us. Or you out here thinking that my way is right. I ain't got to do no, God ain't that. I don't believe in no God. I believe in my way. That's delusional. That's just like how these folks was shaping up these guys and bowing down to them. Go ahead.
The smith with the tongs.
The smith with the tongs. Right? The blacksmith with the tongs melting it down for you. Go ahead.
Both worketh in coals and fashioneth it with hammers.
Yeah.
And worketh it with the strength of his arms.
Yeah.
Yea, he is hungry, and his strength faileth. He drinketh no water and is faint.
Putting that work in. And I think about, man, the work that was put in to make these traditions of men stand today. They were fashioned. It didn't happen overnight. No, when you go look at the history of why we celebrate Christmas, why we worship Sunday worship, why we eat the way we want to eat, why Christianity is how it is. This was a fashioning
setup.
This was a setup. This was a conditioning over time. It was fashion. It was built.
Yes.
This mindset, this delusional, this delusional reality that we in was built. It was fashioned. Go ahead.
The carpenter stretcheth out his rule.
Yep.
He marketh it out with the line.
Yep.
He fitteth it with planes, and he marketh it out with the compass.
Yeah.
And maketh it after the figure of a man.
Yeah.
According to the beauty of a man, that it may remain in the house.
You see that? The time that's put into it. The time that's put into this idol. Just like the time that was put into fashioning these false doctrines. Right? So that you can put them up in your household. Put them up in your household. You see what I'm saying? And walk by them. You see what I'm saying? That's why when folk bring the truth to light, you defending what's already in your household. You defending what's already you done set up.
Yes.
You see what I'm saying? Go ahead.
That's the hardening of your heart.
Come on, man. And hey, man, this is what folk don't want to deal with. This is what folk don't want to talk about this. Folk cool with my elder teaching me with a Christmas tree in the sanctuary. I'm cool with that. Go ahead.
Verse 14.
Yeah.
He heweth him down cedars.
Yep.
And taketh the cypress
yep.
and the oak,
yep.
which he strengtheneth for himself among the trees of the forest. He planteth an ash, and the rain doth nourish it. Then shall it be for a man to burn, for he will take thereof and warm himself. Yea, he kindleth it and baketh bread.
Yeah.
Yea, he maketh a god and worshipeth it. He maketh it a graven image and falleth down thereto.
You see, that's the delusion, right? This same thing that you throw in the fire you cook with, you fashion out a god and bow down to it. The same thing that the Most High deem abominable and unclean, you deem righteous. You see what I'm saying? Delusion. Go ahead.
He burneth part thereof in the fire, and part thereof he eateth flesh. He roasteth roast, and is satisfied. Yea, he warmeth himself, and saith, Aha, I am warm, I have seen the fire. And the residue thereof he maketh a god, even his graven image. He falleth down unto it and worshipeth it, and prayeth unto it, and say, Deliver me, for thou art my God.
You see that? That's delusion.
Yes,
that's delusion, man. We think Kamala Harris is gonna get us free.
You see what I'm saying? I follow her.
I follow her. Wow. I'm with her. Ain't that the thing going around now?
That's the thing going on.
I'm with her. We think Trump gonna get us out the thing.
And people will feel away if you don't.
Will defend it.
Yep. They will.
They will defend the lie. Delusion, man. You believe a falsehood to the point to where you will defend it. Go ahead.
Verse 18.
Yeah.
They have not known nor understood.
Nope.
For he have shut their eyes that they cannot see, and their hearts that they cannot understand.
This is a gross darkness, people. This is a gross darkness, like my bro was talking about last night. That's gross. When you can go to Exodus 20 and 4 and read, remember the Sabbath day and keep it holy, but you fashion in your mind, you ain't got to do that.
That's your Sabbath.
Yeah, you tell that's your Sabbath. My Sabbath is on Sunday. What?
I didn't know we had different.
That's so gross. He said, I'm gonna make them see it, but they ain't gonna even understand it. That's a gross darkness, folks. That's delusion. Delusional. Go ahead.
Verse 19.
Yep.
And none considereth in his heart, neither is there knowledge nor understanding to say. I have burnt part of it in the fire.
See, this is the delusion now. You ain't even thinking, wait a minute, I can't even read. Jesus was born on December 25th. You're not even reading. Wait a minute. I ain't read where he said we can pray over it and eat it. You see what I'm saying? That's delusion, folks. Go ahead.
Yea, also I have baked bread upon the coals thereof. I have roasted flesh and eaten it, and shall I make the residue thereof an abomination?
You see that? What you ain't even thinking that what you worship was brought on the scene by a pagan worshiper, a pagan sun worshiper. Because you don't want to do the research to search it out. And those that put the information before you, they become your enemy. You don't even consider that. You don't even consider that these traditions of men were in fact fashioned to keep you away from your God. You don't even consider that. That's delusion. Go ahead.
He feedeth on ashes, and a deceived heart hath turned him aside, that he cannot deliver his soul, nor say, is there not a lie in my right hand?
You see that? He said he feedeth on ashes. A deceived heart hath turned him aside. Right? A deceived heart. Didn't Christ tell us, man, don't be deceived, man?
Yes.
Don't let nobody take your crown and tell you ain't got to do what I say do. He said a deceived heart. He said, and that he cannot deliver his soul, nor say, is there not a lie in my right hand? You don't even know you in sin. Just like the Pharisees say, man, we ain't been in bondage to nobody. Huh? We ain't been in bondage to nobody.
Yeah.
You can't even tell us a lie in your right hand. You don't even know. It's delusion, folks.
That's right, Sister Francesca.
That's delusion.
They just flat out choose to be ignorant. Or blatant rebellion. We got to understand that that's what we're dealing with when you first come into this.
I promise.
You know, you're going to deal with that.
Got to, man. Don't put your light out.
Yeah.
Let's keep it moving, though. John 8, 39 to 40. John 8, because it get heated, though. Because it get heated.
It gets heated.
It get heated. Messing with self-righteous and delusional folk, man.
Yes.
Straight up. John 8, 39 through 40. Whenever you're ready, baby, go ahead.
John chapter 8, verse 39.
Yeah.
They answered and said unto him, Abraham is our father. Jesus saith unto them, if you were Abraham's children, you would do the works of Abraham. But now ye seek to kill me, a man that hath told you the truth.
So you seek to kill me. See, and after the delusion, the self-righteousness set in, the separation, you're gonna start seeing the separation, man. You see what I'm saying? That's the last separation.
Yes.
You're gonna be separate. You're not gonna be, received in the group chats like you used to be. You're not gonna be received at the family functions like you used to be. And that's not to say, all family members were received. Like some of our family we respect the fact, but it's just, some, we reading it, Go ahead.
Which I have heard of God. This did not Abraham.
See, Abraham didn't do this. right? You acting separate from Abraham. You ain't acting like Abraham.
You're not acting like him,
right? You of another family. Let's look at this. Luke 12, 51 through 53. Yeah, we got to understand this, folks, because we can say, in a sense, even these Pharisees were kin to the Messiah. All these folks that he talking to, they got the same blood running through them. Mm-hmm. Now that wasn't his direct uncle or his direct kin, but folks like, hey, all the blood, same blood, man, running through them.
They know of him, but they just
don't want to
do, and they don't want to do what he tell them to do.
They knew he was. I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, just like they were saying, they keep saying we Abraham's seed.
Yeah,
but you don't do what he did. You didn't act like he did.
Exactly.
You know, yeah, I know Christ. I'm a follower of Christ, but you don't do what he did. You don't do what he tell you to do.
You do what he tell you to do.
That makes the difference.
That's the separation.
Yes,
that's the separation, folks. Right, doing what he do. Mm-hmm. Luke 12, 51 through 53.
All right.
You got to go ahead.
Suppose ye that I am come to give peace on earth.
That's what you suppose? I come to give peace?
Mm-hmm.
That's what you thought when you coming? This for my new people coming in.
Yeah.
That's what you thought? You thought that when you coming in, it's all peaches and cream, roses and dandies? Go ahead.
I tell you, nay.
Yep.
But rather division.
Rather separation.
Yes.
Separation. Right? Go ahead.
For from henceforth there shall be 5 in one house, divided.
Yep.
3 against 2 and 2 against 3.
He said, for from henceforth. So from now on, right? Because once people get a hold of what I'm talking about, and I get up there and do my thing, and it's finished, from henceforth, hey, folks are gonna be divided. You see, folks gonna follow me, and folks that's following me ain't gonna be looked upon like they used to be.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
The father shall be divided against the son.
Yeah.
And the son against the father.
Uh-huh.
The mother against the daughter.
Yep.
And the daughter against the mother.
Yep.
The mother-in-law against her daughter-in-law. Yep. And the daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law.
You see that? Separation, folks. A division. So get that understood, you know. But look, he did it right from the jump. Remember, the bottom line is light and dark, folks.
Yeah.
That's the bottom line, light and dark. And he let you know he made a separation, a division between light and dark from at the very, very beginning. At the very beginning, man. So no, when you accept the true light, you are going to be automatically separated from darkness. Darkness ain't going to want to be around you.
And
you know
notice who he said there will be division amongst. It's the ones that are closest to you.
Family.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Not every family goes through that.
Yeah, But
just notice, don't be surprised when it is somebody that's that close to you.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Genesis 1 through 5.
Sorry, Genesis 1.
Oh, was we done with that?
No,
I
thought you was going. I'm looking right there. I'm looking ahead.
Okay.
All right. Genesis 1, verse 1.
Yep. Separation, man.
Yes.
Go ahead.
In the beginning, God created the heaven and the earth.
Yep.
And the earth was without form and void.
Yes, it was.
And darkness was upon the face of the deep.
Okay.
And the Spirit of God moved upon the face of the waters. And God said, "Let there be light."
Yep.
And there was light.
And it was.
And God saw the light that it was good.
Yep.
And God divided the light from the darkness.
You see that? He divided the light from the darkness. Just like Christ said, hey, a father gonna be divided against his son. Right? Because the father gonna want to be righteous and the son is rebelling. Light and dark. Go ahead. And
God called the light day, and the darkness he called night.
Yep.
And the evening and the morning were the first day.
Separation. You see that? But and look, let's go to Hebrews 4. That's what this word do, man. Yes. This word of light will separate you, man. And darkness don't want to be around it because it sees it.
Yes.
We don't see it. The word sees it. The word tell, like Paul said, I wouldn't know to lust unless the law said thou shalt not covet. I didn't know that was a wrong unless the law said it.
Yes.
That's what I'm saying. We don't know you wrong. The word tells us.
Yeah.
I don't know I'm wrong. The word tell me I'm wrong. You see? 4, the light tells us we're wrong.
Yes.
The light reveals to us when we're in darkness.
Yes.
That's it. I can't reveal it. She can't reveal it. Nobody else can reveal to you when you're in darkness. 4, 12 through 13. If you got it, baby, go ahead.
For the word of God is quick and powerful and sharper than any two-edged sword, piercing even to the dividing asunder of soul and spirit.
Divided. This word automatically divides. That's what it's designed to do.
And it hurts.
And it hurts.
It pierces.
It's designed to divide. Go ahead.
And of the joints and marrow. And is a discerner of the thoughts and intents of the heart.
That's what's going to divide you from a wheat and a tare. What's in your heart? You see what I'm saying? Because you can look the part. You can say you worship Jesus just like me.
Yeah.
But do you really worship him? Go ahead.
Neither is there any creature that is not manifest in his sight. But all things are naked and opened unto the eyes of him with whom we have to do.
And darkness knows that. So darkness tries to stay away from that as much as possible.
Yeah.
Because darkness don't want to become in the light.
It shows the intents of his heart.
Come on, man.
And his thoughts.
Yeah.
Yeah. No one see that.
You gonna show my hand, light?
Yeah.
Come on. Let's go to the next one. Oh yeah, Matthew 13. Matthew 13. And we're gonna do 36 through 43. Show the separation, man. Let's see if he's showing you the separation now, but we're gonna be separate at the end. He's gonna separate us at the end. That's why I say you want to practice now, man. So we had Matthew 13. If you got it, baby, go ahead. You got to wait for me.
Matthew 13, verse 36. Then Jesus sent the multitude away and went into the house, and his disciples came unto him, saying, Declare unto us the parable of the tares of the field. He answered and said unto them, He that soweth the good seed is the Son of Man. The field is the world. The good seed are the children of the kingdom, but the tares are the children of the wicked one. The enemy that soweth them is the devil. The harvest is the end of the world, and the reapers are the angels. As therefore the tares are gathered and burned in the fire, so shall it be in the end of this world.
See that? The tares and the wheat at the end is separated. The tares is gathered up and burned in the fire. See what I'm saying? Go ahead.
The Son of Man shall send forth his angels, and they shall gather out of his kingdom all things that offend and them which do iniquity.
All things that offend and them that do iniquity will be separated. Right? That's what's going on right here. Go ahead.
And shall cast them into a furnace of fire. There shall be wailing and gnashing of teeth. Then shall the righteous shine forth as the sun in the kingdom of their Father. Who hath ears to hear, let him hear.
You see the separation? You see the separation? Come on now. Let's go back to John. Now it's about to get heated. It's about to get heated. And some of us have went through this. Some of us, may not have.
Or will.
Yeah. Because when you get to boldly, man, professing, and you dealing with unrighteous and delusional folk, man, it can get heated.
Yeah.
And folks really get mad and you're going to see why folks get mad. Well, I'm going to say, I see it. I understand why folks get mad, because when we read this, you're going to see. So we're going to just take the rest of the chapter on out. 42 through 59, John 8. If you got it, baby, go ahead.
Jesus said unto them, If God were your Father, you would love me. For I proceeded forth and came from God. Neither came I of myself, but he sent me. Why do you not understand my speech? Even because ye cannot hear my word. Ye are of your father, the devil.
See, and that's what that's basically what you're saying without saying it. Right? When you bring people this truth, and you tell them, you know, what we wrapped up in is sin.
Yeah.
You basically tell them, hey man, you live in the lust of your father, the devil, and people don't like to hear that. I know I didn't like that. Like, damn, we was really worshiping Satan and didn't even know it. You bastard.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's hurtful, but it is. It's what it is. Go ahead.
Hold on, read. Ye are of your father the devil,
yeah,
and the lust of your father ye will do.
Yeah.
He was a murderer from the beginning, and abode not in the truth.
And abode not in the truth. This is what you telling folk, man. Folks don't like that.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Because there is no truth in him. When he speaketh a lie, he speaketh of his own.
Yep.
For he is a liar and the father of it.
Yep.
And because I tell you the truth, ye believe me not.
Because I tell you the truth, you believe me not. And not only do you not believe me, I done became your enemy. Y'all trying to kill me. You see what I'm saying? Y'all trying to kill me, man. And some of us, like I said, we probably haven't went through it physically, but spiritually, folks try to kill you. You know? Go ahead.
Which of you convinceth me of sin? And if I say the truth, why do you not believe me?
I see, and that's what that's all you got to do, man. Like when you bringing the truth to people, and people say, "Oh man, you still drinking tequila? How you gonna convince me that's a sin?"
Yeah,
convince me that smoking a blunt is a sin or smoking a joint is a sin, right? When we can read all day that breaking the Sabbath is a sin. You see what I'm saying? We can't read that if I don't wash my hands before dinner, that's a sin. But you want to make that a sin, though. You want to make you want to make people that aren't walking in your righteousness sin. That's the Messiah said. Convince me, right, of sin. And if I say the truth, why don't you believe me? If I tell you we supposed to keep the Sabbath, if I tell you we ain't supposed to eat unclean foods, why don't you believe me? Because I'm reading it right out the book. Why don't you believe me?
And that's what you'll go through.
Come on, man.
That's what you're going to go through.
That's what you're going to go through. Go ahead.
Verse 47.
Yep.
He that is of God heareth God's words. Ye therefore hear them not, because ye are not of God.
And that's what you basically telling folk, especially religious folk. Bro, they're not going to like to hear this.
No.
They're not going to like you tell them, hey, y'all need to take heed of this. Because this, man, they're not going, what? It might even come down to this, verse 48.
Then answered the Jews and said unto him, say we not well that thou art a Samaritan and has a devil?
You see that? You probably get rebuked. It's happened. I've seen it with my own eyes. I was shocked, flabbergasted. Wow.
Oh, yeah.
How could this even happen? Lord, what? And he brought me right back here. Just saying, man. Just know, hey, it can happen. You bringing truth and you getting rebuked like you got the devil on you. Now, what I would say is the folks that's rebuking you, are you not blaspheming the spirit? That's what I would question.
Yeah,
I don't know, but that's to me that would be borderline blaspheming the spirit. Go ahead.
Verse 49.
Yeah.
Jesus answered,
Yep.
I have not a devil.
Yep.
But I honor my Father, and ye do dishonor me.
I honor my Father. I mean, I do what he tell me to do. Ain't that what how the son honor the father or the kid honor the parent? You do what I tell you to do. That's why I promise I just went through with my little one. Just what I tell you to do. We as parents, we got your best interest in mind. Just like the Most High, he got our best interest in mind. What he tell us to do it. No back talk. I don't want to hear no back talk. I don't care why you put it on. If I tell you to take it off, take it off.
Yep.
I don't want to hear all this because this, that, and the third. I don't care.
Oh, it's for the kids.
Take it off.
Yep.
Stop doing it. All for the kids. Stop doing it. You can't read it.
You can't read it.
You can't read. Make it for the kids. Stop doing it. If you think about it, the kids don't know nothing anyway. They know what you teach them.
You teaching them that.
You teaching them idolatry. Mm-hmm. You teaching them wickedness, sin on sin, because the script tells them teaching the way. Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
Verse 50.
Yep.
And I seek not my own glory. There is one that seeketh and judgeth.
Yep.
Verily, verily, I say unto you, if a man keep my saying, he shall never see death.
See, that's what Job was on his own glory. Mm-hmm. When I feed the poor, I do this, I do that. Christ said, no, I don't seek my own glory. I do what his will, he tell me to do. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying? Christ never was saying, oh, I healed 50 people the other day. What you mean? You think I ain't doing the work? I just brought back to life Lazarus. You think I ain't doing the work? Mm-hmm. No, he said, man, just look and see what I'm doing. If you know the scripts, then you know that this is the Father. He wasn't bragging on himself. No, just look at what I'm doing. Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
Then said the Jews unto him, now we know that thou hast a devil. Abraham is dead, and the prophets, and thou sayest, if a man keep my saying, he shall never taste of death.
You see how corner they going, still going corner. This is a delusional, self-righteous mindset. You can never think spiritual.
And they'll keep going back and forth with you too.
Keep going back and forth.
Trying to use your words or trying to use the word
against you.
Yeah.
That's why the Most High say don't throw your pearls to swine. You got to be conscious of that. You got to be conscious of that, man.
Yeah.
Because you'll drive yourself crazy. Why don't they get it? Why don't they believe? Yeah, you drive yourself crazy.
Oh, yeah.
Go ahead.
Verse 53.
Yep.
Art thou greater than our father Abraham, which is dead, and the prophets are dead? Who makest thou thyself?
And see, that's what I mean. Folks be like, man, who you think you are? You was just running the streets the other day. You was just out here robbing banks and selling drugs. How you gonna tell me now something? And you got to think the mindset these Pharisees was in.
Yeah.
In the Pharisees' eyes, Christ was just a bum from Nazareth, man. Straight up. The Pharisees, they like, bro, we handle these scriptures out of time. I grew up in this. Who are you to tell me? That's a self-righteous, delusional mindset. You can learn from a baby, man.
Wow.
A baby can teach you. Go ahead.
Jesus answered, if I honor myself, my honor is nothing.
Yep.
It is my Father that honoreth me.
Yep.
Of whom ye say that he is your God.
You say you believe in Jesus Christ. That's what you say. But you honor Satan the devil. And I know folks don't want to deal with that. Folks don't want to believe that going to church on Sunday is a sin. Now I'm gonna say this, man. This question got brought up to me, right? Was like, how do we know that Saturday is the seventh day, right? First thing came to my mind. Okay, let's look at the calendar, right? Boom. If you going by a Gregorian, Roman Gregorian calendar, then yeah, the Sabbath is going to be on the Saturday. The last day of the week is Saturday per our calendar that we look at over here in the States. However, when we took that trip to Jamaica, if I am mistaken, the seventh day is Sunday on their calendar. So if you're using that witness that we need to go by the calendar, one can say, well, my calendar say Sunday. Okay, that's why we always got to go back to this.
Yes.
We always got to use this. What does he say do or not to do on the Sabbath? That's what it boils down to.
That's what it boils down to.
That's what it boils down to. What he told us to do on that day. Because we know the days is going to be all out of whack. We don't even know if it's 2024. We don't know that. I get it. But if I don't care if your Sabbath is on Wednesday. Are you cooking? Are you buying and selling? Are you doing your pleasures? That's the key right there. Did you plan your prep day prior, so when you come into this Sabbath, all you gotta do is wake up and just praise him and be with him. See when you get a self-righteous delusional mindset, gonna look at when you bring something, they're gonna look at automatically what I can't do.
Yes.
Automatic top, what I cannot do. That's what they're gonna use as a defense mechanism. What I can't do. You see, but it's really about what he set aside that day for us to do.
What us to do. Yes.
You see what I'm saying?
And that day, and for that reason, that should not be an option for you to do what you want to do.
Straight up.
So if you keep this, if the Sabbath in where you're at is on a Sunday, then you don't plan to do things on a Sunday. You know what I mean? You plan to do, because that day is holy. It's separated.
The seventh day is holy.
Right.
Wherever you at in the world, whatever that seventh day fall on, that day is holy, man. That's what he's saying. That's what he's saying.
Because people will say, I keep the Sabbath every day.
Exactly.
That's contrary.
That's contrary.
That's not what he said.
That's what you say.
That's what you say. Because on the true seventh day, you want to do what you want to do at the end of the day.
Yep.
Yeah.
Where we at? 56.
All right. Your father Abraham rejoiced to see my day.
Yep.
And he saw it and was glad.
Yep.
Then said the Jews unto him, thou art not yet 50 years old.
Yep.
And hast thou seen Abraham?
Yep.
Jesus said unto him, verily, verily, I say unto you, before Abraham was, I am.
And basically, he just stood on everything that he been preaching them. He basically just stood on it right here with these two words, I am.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And that's kind of what you do when you start standing on what you believing and what you reading.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, that's a problem, man. That's where the separation come in at. They look what happened. What happens? 59.
Then took they up stones to cast at him.
See that? What?
You
gotta get out of here, man.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what you go through, beloved. I gotta stay away from them. I gotta get away from her. I don't even want to hear that Jesus stuff all the time, man. Talking about the Sabbath and Passover, man. I don't want to hear that. Kill him.
Yeah.
For real. Go ahead.
But Jesus hid himself and went out of the temple, going through the midst of them, and so passed by.
Oh, praise. See that's what you go through, people. You know? But hey, man, don't give up.
Yeah. Because
it was prophesied that what you doing was gonna happen. See why? Let's go to Baruch. Let's go back to the Apocrypha. Now, I can't bring it up, but again, we have to the
Apocrypha.
Yeah, the Apocrypha. We going to Baruch chapter 2. Baruch chapter 2. And we're gonna do 30 through 33. That's why I say don't get discouraged. Because what you doing, it was prophesied.
Yeah.
Right? 2:30 through 33. If you got it, go ahead, baby.
For I knew that they would not hear me, because it was a stiff-necked people.
Yep.
But in the land of their captivities, they shall remember themselves.
You see that? He said, man, I knew they weren't going to remember me when I put them in their land, because they was a stiff-necked people. He said, but in the land of their captivity, they're going to remember themselves. See, that's why you preaching now to your loved ones. Yeah. That's why you understand the book now. Right? Because he said we was going to start remembering ourselves. Man, I'll never forget my wife to tell you, man, when she first met me, I had a Bible on my coffee table. I told her I read it time to time, but I straight told her, I don't know what the heck I'm reading. Straight up.
Yeah.
We said we're going to start remembering ourselves now. Now we read it. Oh, we see it now.
Yes.
It's clear. Go ahead.
And shall know that I am the Lord their God.
Yeah.
For I will give them a heart and ears to hear.
See, he first he took it. He said, I'm gonna make them see it, but I ain't gonna even let them understand it. Like we read last night, he said, I give them understanding and I take it from them. I do all that. You see what I'm saying? So just like he took it from us, now he giving it back to us. That's why folks is prophesying now, wearing fringes now, keeping the Sabbath now, keeping the feast days and holy days now. That's why folks started to remember themselves.
Yes.
Go ahead.
And they shall praise me in the land of their captivity.
And that's what praising. And when you go tell your people about it, that's praising him. I never forget, we first came to this thing. I called up one of my main guys. Bro, man, we Hebrew Israelites, we supposed to be keeping the commandments. Bro, it's like, yeah. you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But when you start remembering, You praise. You, hey, man, y'all. You see?
Yes.
This was prophesied. So don't think you strange or crazy.
Yeah.
Nah, you fulfilling prophecy. Rejoice. Go ahead.
And think upon my name. And return from their stiff neck.
Yeah.
And from their wicked deeds.
Return. So ain't no Christmas trees in our house no more.
No.
You know? Ain't no decorations
and we're not doing that.
Just that and the third. Nah. Turn from your wicked deeds. You know? Go ahead.
For they shall remember the way of their fathers, which sinned before the Lord.
And I know we say, you know, holidays, we harp on holidays, but gossiping is a sin.
Yes.
Stop gossiping. Stop calling up your buddies and your sisters and talking about the next person. Stop doing that. That's turning from your wicked deed. That's a wicked deed.
Yes.
You know, stop lying to get your way. Stop stealing. You know,
stop cheating.
Stop cheating.
Mentally or physically.
Come on, man. Spiritually or carnally.
Yes.
That was it.
That was it.
Isaiah, let's go to the next. We only got 1, 2, 3 more left, y'all. So we fulfilling prophecy, y'all. So don't get discouraged. Like I said, rejoice. Because the creator of all things got your back, man. And he and understand me, he see what you going through. He see you being persecuted.
Yes, he sees it.
So if you know what he say about those who persecute his servants, his disciples, you will want to pray, you know, for those. We're gonna read it. Because I'm just saying, like, I wouldn't want my loved one to go through that.
Yeah.
You know, so if my loved one is persecuting me, you know, and like I said, I don't believe that they would do it, that they're doing it until like we don't know, they don't know. They don't know. You know, I hope, you know what I'm saying? I hope you ain't what's the word?
Consciously knowing.
Yeah, consciously persecuting people.
Yeah.
Premeditating. I'm about to get Tove today. I'm about to see in these texts. I hope that ain't what's going on.
Yeah.
You know, so where we? Isaiah 51, 6-8.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead.
Lift up your eyes to the heavens.
Yep.
And look upon the earth beneath.
Yep.
For the heavens shall vanish away like smoke.
Yep.
And the earth shall wax old like a garment. And they that dwell therein shall die in like manner.
Yep.
But my salvation shall be forever.
You see that? His salvation shall be forever. All this stuff gonna pass away.
Yes.
But you walking in righteousness, that's forever. Go ahead.
And my righteousness shall not be abolished.
You see that?
Hearken unto me.
Hold on. It said, my righteousness shall not be abolished. Then why we abolish it then? If we read that my righteousness shall not be abolished, why do you abolish it?
Yeah.
Why do we allow our religious leaders to abolish it? Verse 7.
Hearken unto me, ye that know righteousness, the people in whose heart is my law.
Wait a minute. We all wait in Isaiah talking about the heart, the law is in my heart. I thought that was the new covenant. Nah, man. You're supposed to be practicing right now. You see what I'm saying? You got to practice now. So when he do that, you ain't gonna kick. Imagine you kicking against Christ when he gather everybody and get to organizing everybody, and you get to kicking against Christ. Well, nah, I like my catfish now. Wait a minute, I gotta call my sister and gossip with my sister.
Yeah.
Think about that, man. How's that gonna work? Man, I got a barbecue on the Shabbat, man. I wait a minute. That's my ritual. I barbecue every Saturday now.
That's my day off.
That's my day off. You think?
Yeah.
I'm saying, fly. I don't know how that's gonna fly.
Yeah.
So you probably want to condition yourself now. Start practicing now. Go ahead.
Where we at? Let's see. Oh, fear ye not, middle of 7.
Yeah.
Fear ye not the reproach of men.
Fear ye not the reproach of men. Don't worry about that. Go ahead.
Neither be ye afraid of their rivalings.
Yep.
That
was it. I'm just sorry. Go there. Go there.
For the moth shall eat them up like a garment.
Yeah.
And the worm shall eat them like wool.
Yeah.
But my righteousness shall be forever, and my salvation from generation to generation.
See that? The reproach of men is not going to last. It's going to go away eventually. Right? Salvation is forever. Galatians. Then one more after this. Galatians 6 through 10. I mean, chapter 6, 8 through 10.
All right, Galatians 6, verse 8.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. For he that soweth to his flesh shall of the flesh reap corruption, but he that soweth to the Spirit shall of the Spirit reap life everlasting. And let us not be weary in well-doing.
See that? Let us not be weary in well-doing. My wife said, it's going to hurt.
Yeah.
But, man, that's our job to get the word out, man, to do the work. That's your job. So don't let it get to you, man. And I think it's really what this lesson came about, to give comfort.
Yeah.
I seen what, my wife kind of going through some things. And I was like, baby, look at this.
Yeah.
Comfort. Oh, okay. Boom. Okay. Go ahead.
For in due season we shall reap if we faint not.
See, in due season, man, you gonna get what you see. He say righteousness lasts forever. You ain't gonna be getting persecuted and reproached forever, man. That's only for a season.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
As we have therefore opportunity, let us do good unto all men.
Yeah.
Especially unto them who are of the household of faith.
So let us do good unto all men if you got the opportunity. And I'm gonna keep it real. That's what I be dealing with, man. I'm like, man, I get mad, especially when I feel like, my wife is I need to protect. I need to be the protector.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, wait a minute. Yeah. But I gotta always, remember in decent and in order, so I won't have to go back and repent on something. You see what I'm saying? So I think the best way is to find comfort in the scripts.
Yes.
You see what I'm saying? I think that's the best way, man, to keep me from, like I said, having to repent, man, and had to take I didn't mean that. I'm sorry. But this right here, I mean every single word. Every single word. This is the spirit right here. I took myself out.
And when you do that, then it's like it's different, because it's like, okay, I'm on the right track.
Come on now.
I'm enduring persecution. I'm enduring, long suffering. I'm enduring that.
Come on, come on.
So even though it hurt, at the same time, it's like rejoice.
Yeah.
Because you on the right track.
You on the right track, folks.
Yeah.
You on the right track. Just keep it up, man. Last one, y'all. Let's go back to that Sirach or Ecclesiastes. This time we're gonna do one verse. 4, we're gonna do verse 28.
All right. Strive for the truth unto death, and the Lord shall fight for thee.
See that? Strive for the truth until death, and the Lord gonna fight for you. That's why I say, man, hey, man, you might want to pray if for your loved ones if they persecute you, because per the law, hey, he about to knock some heads off. Now, I'm not saying folks don't need to be chastised, don't need to be, waking up, but I don't want to see my loved ones with their heads knocked off. You know what I'm saying? I don't. Personally, I don't.
We don't want to see nobody.
I don't want to see that, man. I don't want to get no call talking about, man, my house done burned down, this, that, and whatever. Nah, man, I want all my people to prosper. Hopefully we all wake up in the same light and we can walk this thing together, which I know that probably ain't gonna happen, but still, I'm gonna show mercy, man, and patience. But don't think we don't understand or see what's going on. The script's gonna show that. The script's gonna show the darkness. The light gonna show you what the darkness is, especially if you're looking for it.
Yeah.
If you want to know what's wrong.
And just understand, when you accept this light, when you come into this light, there is going to be a division.
Automatically.
That's just what it is.
It's just what it is.
And it could be your bestest friend. It could even be your spouse.
Yeah.
It could be your family. It's going to be somebody that's close to your heart that's in darkness.
Yep.
But there's going to be a division.
It is.
You got to be prepared for that.
You got to be prepared. Don't let it break you. Don't choose your family.
Stand for truth.
Stand for truth. What did it say?
Death.
Stand for truth until death.
Yes.
Straight up. Nothing but death can keep me from it. That's what she said. Straight up. Hey.
But yeah, that's
to
real.
Death, man.
Yeah.
To death. So yeah, that was the lesson, man. I hope it made sense.
Yes.
Yes,
I said, Francesca, count it all joy.
I'll praise.
Count it all joy. Hallelujah.
And like I said, man, I'm just gonna be honest, man. Don't look for us every week because it might not be every week. Because for real, I'm not going. I'm gonna move by the Spirit, man.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to come up here and not have done my due diligence. Mm-hmm. Because it's not about we just trying to grow a channel. Right. It's not about I'm just getting up here just trying to be seen.
Yeah.
Nah, I really want y'all to get what he's showing us. And a lot of times, man, these lessons come about what we go through. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying? So we might need time to go through some things. I'm just saying. I promise you, if you go back and look at our lessons, 90% of them is what stuff we done went through. Mm-hmm. And for comfort, he showed us through the scriptures, this is what you're going through.
Yes.
I promise you. Mm-hmm. So, man, it ain't never been, like I said, we just get up here. I want to show my beautiful wife. Nah, it ain't that.
No,
nah,
that at all.
Nah, we really trying to,
move by the
Spirit, man.
Don't just be up here flapping guns just to be doing something.
Nah, man. Nah. So yeah, I'm just gonna say it. Don't expect us every week. Lord willing, I got something for next week, Lord willing. Mm-hmm. But if it ain't ready, I'm not.
Yeah.
Look for me for sure on our sister platform, Order Melchizedek Memphis, at least once a month on there. At least I know once a month as far as teaching. You might see me on there a few times reading, but as far as teaching, I know once a month, at least once a month, Lord willing. But every week, it started to get a little heavy on the brother. And like I said, I want to do my due diligence, man. I want to really research and really.
And we want to hear from him. We don't want to do anything through vainglory,
nope.
Just to be doing something. That's not.
No, it's not it.
That's not it.
So, Shabbat Shalom, man. We love y'all. Hope y'all enjoy the rest of y'all Sabbath, man. Rest of y'all days. And till next time, man. Shalom.
Shalom.
You got anything else?
Shalom.
All right, we're gonna take it on now with this last one, y'all. Let me share my screen real quick. I'm gonna get us on out of here.
School is back, and Dick's Sporting Goods has what you need to win your year. Check backpacks off your list from Nike, The North Face, and more.
There we go. There we go.
Yeah. Root check. Oh, we got the checklist ready. Prototype, baby. Yeah. Brothers. We strike again, huh? Yeah. Hey, man, we just having a good time, good brew on time. You feel what I'm talking about? Hey. I don't care what they be saying about me. I don't care what they be saying about me. I don't care what they be saying about me. Continue to do what your hood taught me. I don't get two arms. 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 I don't care what they be saying about me. I don't care what they be saying about me. I don't care what they be saying about me. Continue to do what your hood taught me. I don't get two arms. 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 Forsake my mother, sister, and my brother. Next to y'all, I don't put no other. Righteous talk, homie, did a stutter. Coming straight, baby, nothing subtle. The short circuits got them rewired. The more I got, the more it's required. Know the secret, let me be quiet. All I know it need no revise. Hit my dance, this a mighty man. I'm your hood #1 fan. This a brew, not a Taliban. A right hand to the right hand. Not too friendly, I got famo. Y'all who shot down my Lambo. If they wanna be a Sambo, I'ma dodge like Durango. Only one hating to say, that man almost tasting amazing. Call your agents Donnie Brasco. This hot sauce and brew Basco. Righteous party, no fiascos. Boat never on them whack flows. Bring the bread through the back road. Your hood pick me like an afro. Still urban, still serving out. I'm in my snap, not a turban out. No celeb, just a person out. Your hood word, not a bird out. I owe my mighty one. want my everything. Turn the dead to a living thing. Put the father beat in full swing. I just want to do a good thing. I don't care what they be saying about me. I don't care what they be saying about me. I don't care what they be saying about me. Continue to do what your hood taught me. I don't get too I don't get too I don't get too I don't get too I don't care what they be saying about me. I don't care what they be saying about me. I don't care what they be saying about me. Continue to do what your hood taught me. I don't get too I don't get too I don't get too I don't get too I don't care what they be saying about me. I don't care what they be saying about me. I don't care what they be saying about me. Continue to do what your hood taught me. I don't get too I don't get too I don't get too I don't get too I don't care what they be saying about me. I don't care what they be saying about me. I don't care what they be saying about me. Continue to do what your hood taught me. I don't get too I don't get too I don't get too I don't get too
Kingdom over everything. You can say kingdom over everybody. Are you willing to put your mind, body, and soul on the line?
Call this kingdom over everything. I'm about my Abba's business, so I be my wedding ring. Married to the gospel and I'm faithful, never giving up. That's word to the chief. My belief in the spiritual. Do the work, plant the seed. Christ is what these people need. Not them doctors that y'all feed. Souls burning cause of greed. Hands to the piss out, like the swizz that from my brizz out. 10 toes biz out as I'm praying for my Chris out. Precept on them precepts while I let the spirit direct. Every move I miss, can't let the serpent dissect my soul away. Praying for the strength to make it through today. Darts flying at me, but Ephesians keep me strapped. Pappy say he got me long as I worship his son. He say I'll never lack as long as he is number one. That's why I'm on my knees begging for forgiveness. Regardless what y'all think, this kingdom business. Call it KOE. I won't let you get my life. I won't let you get my body. I'm a soldier of Yahweh. We gon' kill Illuminati. It's the kingdom over everything. We want the kingdom over everything. We call this KOE. I won't let you get my life. I won't let you get my body. I'm a soldier of Yahweh. We gon' kill Illuminati. It's the kingdom over everything. We want the kingdom over everything. We call this KOE. Got the spirit of Moses up against Janus and Jambres, exposing the lies. That's why these preachers is mad at me. Repping the covenant that was gave to my fathers. The spirit of Abraham got me drinking the waters. I call that fully persuaded. I pray to y'all that I make it up out this booth I'm in. Spiritually speaking, I mean spiritually speaking. From what I've been reading, as long as I'm breathing, it's 613 and I mean it. I got this work and I'm fiending to do it. Study to prove it. You ain't gotta believe it. He gon' make do in this season. We gon' be bending a knee. We gon' help rule in this kingdom. For the wicked it ends. They all gon' burn in their sins. I'm on the straight path, never turning right or left. Narrow is the road to salvation. We talking life or death. That's why I'm on my knees begging for forgiveness. Regardless what y'all think, this kingdom business. Call it KOE. And he said to them all, if any man will come after me, let him deny himself and take up his cross daily and follow me. We call this KOE. Whosoever shall save his life shall lose it. Whosoever will lose his life for my sake, the same shall save it. We call this KOE. We call this KOE.
Shabbat shalom, everybody. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all Sabbath. Till next time, man. Love y'all.